Alright guys, Rollout here and welcome back to another tutorial. This time it's going to be on the underwater style effect that you hear in a lot of instrumentals, a lot of, Chief Keef stuff mostly. It's kinda when the beat switches and it feels like it's gone underwater, or it just sounds completely it's hard to describe, but I can show you better than I can tell you basically. So what we're first of all going to do, I have just a chord progression, just a quick chord progression here. I'm going to let you hear. And once you can use this with instruments and hats and everything, by the way, it's the same method, so I'll just quickly get into it. This is going to be a very short tutorial, but hopefully it helps some of you out there. What you're going to do is you're going to click whatever sample you have in the sequencer, click it and just hit Control L. Now what that's going to do is it's going to send it to the mixer. Once it's in the mixer, what you're going to want to do next is open up a parametric EQ. Now once you have this open, this EQ, all you really need to do is go to this preset, go to these little two arrows here, and you're going to right click. Once you've right clicked, you're going to go to 40Z and 18 Hz cut. So this one here. So again, let's go here, right click, and hit this. So once you've done this, this has added a filter, and what this filter does is it removes frequencies, and the frequencies we're wanting to remove are the high end. So you'll hear what happens when I change this knob here. You can also do that for the opposite side, the low end. So that's quite satisfying to hear, it's quite satisfying to do. There's tons of cool stuff you can do with it, but to move this while something's being played, obviously, which is what we're going to do, you're going to go to either this one for the high end and this one for the low end. So you're going to mouse over this with the hertz cut, pull it out, and you're just going to right click this little arrow, this little semicircle here, and hit create automation clip. You can also do that for this one if you'd like. So this one, which you'll see is blue, and the other one, which is this one, these basically control what this is doing. They control what that's doing basically. So if you have pattern 1, you're going to put this all in the pattern section. You're going to drag these out, and this is where you can mess with it. So we can pull it down, and that gives kind of like a, well, you heard it. You don't need me to describe it. Maybe it's too steep, let's bring it up a bit. And you can copy this to make sure all of the values are equal by just going copy value. You can right click on the note and copy value, and you can paste the value here, paste the value here on these little knobs. It's just all right clicking, paste value, copy and paste, just like you would do with anything else. Copy value and paste. It stays copied, so you don't have to keep copying. And I'll let you hear. And we can also do that for the other end, the low end, to give another different effect. Just going to pull all these down so that we don't get any effect. Oh, sorry, it'll need to be up because it's the high end, so as annoying as this might be, just pull it back up. This is just for demonstration purposes. I'm sure you know how to fix it. So we do the same for the low end, which gives a different effect. It's kind of just the opposite way, you know, it kind of goes down and then up. You know, just paste that here. It's all just copy and paste and drawing in these little lines. Just paste it all here. Maybe drag it down a bit, copy it again, and paste it in. Now, what are the uses for this? Well, you can use it before a drop. You know, if we put everything down, you know, the track's playing. This will basically cut out all the bass. And once you release it, once you pull it up the way, like this. Well, when it's up, that takes the bass out, as you'll see. So if you wanted bass the whole way for the track, you can delete these little knobs as well, just by mousing over them and right click and delete. That's pretty much what to do there. Bring it up and say we wanted just before the drop. This cuts out the one pattern that it's on. Make sure it's the pattern that is on. So if you put this on the master, this would cut out all sounds on the mixer. But because it's only on one, it's cutting out one sound on the mixer, which is this. So you could have a build up, you know, build up all your instruments, and then just before the drop you could maybe put this in, or kind of like a filter just to release all of it, and drop the track there. This also works, like I said, on the master. You can do this with any instrument, anything in the mixer basically. And that should, yeah, that's it. I mean, if there's any questions you guys would like to ask, feel free. I'd love to help you. This is just automation clips, this is called, and this is just drawing in what you're wanting the parametric EQ to do over time, basically. I've been Rollout. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if it helped at all. You know, let me know if there's anything I can improve on. I'd love to hear. Dislike it if you hated it, if it didn't help you at all, that's okay. Tell me why, if you can. And other than that, thank you again, and take care.